started. Good morning, everyone. This course is Introduction to Databases/Data Stores. A little bit about myself. My name is Tahir Hamid. I'm passionate about big data. I'm living in Eindhoven at the moment, and my education has been in economics and literature. My last education was in econometrics and operations research at the Vrije Universiteit Amsterdam. That's where I did my master's, and after that, I started working. So I have experience in as an engineer working in avast.org. It's an online platform for petitions. I've worked with Bol.com, EY, Robeco, and now I'm a big data lead at ASML. Just in case if you're wondering why I'm speaking English, I'm not born here. I came to the Netherlands 7 years ago. And I've been here ever since. If you would like to keep in touch with me, this is my email address, and you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. So this course is about, or introduction, or Sama Groeien sessie is about introduction to databases, data stores. It's not supposed to be a training, hands-on, or any extensive course material. So we'll be covering things on a bird's eye view level. So some of you might already be familiar with those things, and for some it might be new. But let's see. I would be glad to hear comments or read your comments in the questions text box. Okay. So the agenda for today is a bit of introduction to databases. I would like to cover a bit of everything. So we'll start with relational databases, then we'll move on to key value stores. We'll see a bit of document-based graph databases, column family-oriented, and time series databases. Of course, this is a little bit of everything, so we don't have enough time to go deep. You can spend on relational databases only a couple of days. So I'll do my best to cover the important parts of each database type. So to start with, it's kind of a boring definition to start with. What's a database? I think everyone knows what databases are. So databases are the core of the most computing applications, whether it's your mobile phone, Facebook, video games, at work, in your phone, everywhere there is some sort of a database. So it's an organized collection of interrelated data that models some aspect of the real world. So for example, you can create a digital music store, let's call it My Spotify, and you can put in information about artists and albums which artists release in 2 separate files, and that can be your database. So if you make 2 text files on your computer and put some CSV, that's a database as well. So a simple definition is, okay, it's something that stores data. So if you have let's say, if you want to create a database for Spotify, of your own Spotify version, you can create 2 files. It's one for albums and one for artists, and you can put them on your computer. And then you can write a Python script to read those files and update the records inside the files if needed. So if you have an artist file, it can look something like this. So it can be comma separated something. So right now I'm showing this in the tables, but you can always open up your notepad and put this in the notepad and separate all these fields by a comma, and that's a valid file. And the same thing you can do for album. So here, for example, I took artist and album. So artist here is the name of the artist, and year is the year in which the artist went solo, and country is the country of the artist, and